So, what if I told you there's a force out there quietly reshaping our world, influencing pretty much everything from the movies you watch to the way you drive? Well, that force is artificial intelligence. And today, we're going to demystify it. We're going to separate what's real from what's just science fiction. Look, AI isn't some far off futuristic concept. It's already here. It's powering the very device you're watching this on right now. It's recommending your next movie. It's guiding you through traffic. But how does it actually work, and what does it mean that it's just everywhere? I mean, just think about your day. That Netflix recommendation that was just perfect? Yep, that's AI. Asking Siri about the weather or letting Google Maps find a faster route home? AI again. And of course, these days, powerful chatbots like ChatGPT are probably the biggest example. It's the engine driving our daily digital lives.
Okay, so we know it's all around us, but what is it really? Let's drill down to the core definition.
So here's the big idea. AI is all about creating systems that can learn, reason, and solve problems. Instead of being programmed with a million strict rules for every single situation, an AI is taught with a million examples. That allows it to find patterns and make decisions all on its own. Now, to really get a handle on AI, it helps to think like the experts. They tend to look at it through two main lenses. And once you see it this way, the whole picture gets a lot clearer. Okay, so first up, we've got capability. Think of this as the AI's toolkit. Is it a specialized wrench built for just one job, or is it a full-blown multi-tool that can do anything? It's all about the range of what it can do. And second, we have functionality. This is about how the AI thinks. Does it have a memory? Can it learn from the past? We're going to break down both of these. Now, this is a super important distinction. This slide draws a really sharp line between what's real today and what's just fantasy for now. Everything we have right now is called narrow AI, or ANI. It's incredibly powerful, but it's designed for one specific job, like translating text or recognizing a face. On the other side, you've got the sci-fi stuff, artificial general intelligence, or AGI, and superintelligence, ASI. These are theoretical AIs that could match or even just blow past human intellect in every single area. The key takeaway? They don't exist yet. And now for that second lens, functionality. This slide shows it perfectly, kind of like a ladder. At the very bottom, you have reactive machines. Take a step up, and you've got limited memory AI, which can learn from the recent past. But those top two rungs, theory of mind and self-aware AI, that's where things get really futuristic. We're talking about AIs that could understand our emotions, our intentions, or maybe even have a consciousness of their own. We're definitely not there yet. All right, so we have our two frameworks, capability and functionality. Now, let's see how they actually come together in the technology we're all using every single day. This is so important to remember. Every single AI you use today, from the assistant in your phone to the most advanced medical tools, it all falls under one single umbrella, narrow AI. And that narrow AI we're all using, it's built almost exclusively on those first two rungs of the functionality ladder we just saw, reactive machines and limited memory systems. Let's see what that actually looks like in the real world. So, reactive machines are the foundation. They operate purely in the present moment, with no memory of the past. The classic example is IBM's Deep Blue chess computer. It didn't learn from its opponent's past games. It just analyzed the board as it was in that moment and calculated the absolute best possible next move. It was pure reaction, zero memory. Now, limited memory AI is a huge step up, and it's where most modern AI lives. It can look at recent data to inform its next move. Think of a self-driving car that's observing the speed and direction of the cars around it, or Netflix learning from the last few movies you watched to suggest a new one. It's learning, but its memory is pretty short-term. And this brings us to the absolute star of the show right now, generative AI. It's a really powerful type of limited memory AI. By training on just these massive, unbelievable amounts of data, models like ChatGPT can do something incredible. They can generate completely new, original content, from essays and emails to images and even computer code. So we've seen what AI is and how it works. It's obviously incredibly powerful, and it's getting more integrated into our lives every single day. But that power, well, it forces us to have a really serious conversation. It's a balancing act between its incredible promise and its potential peril.
This slide just lays out that tension perfectly. It's two sides of the same coin. The same tool that offers incredible efficiency and personalization also carries some very real dangers. The algorithms that help us make better decisions could automate people out of jobs, and the systems designed to learn from us could also learn all of the biases hidden in our data. It creates a whole host of really complex challenges.
And if we look way down the road, some experts are worried about what happens if we ever do create that true artificial general intelligence. Mick Bostrom's theory of an intelligence explosion basically suggests that an AGI could improve itself at an exponential rate, really fast, and quickly evolve into a superintelligence that we might not be able to control.
But honestly, we don't need to wait for science fiction to face these big ethical questions. The issues are here, right now. With the narrow AI we're already using, we're grappling with very real concerns about data privacy, bias baked into algorithms, and a serious lack of transparency in how these black box systems are making their decisions.
So, faced with this really complex landscape of promise and peril, how do we move forward? How do we make sure that we're harnessing all the good while trying to mitigate the bad?
I mean, this is the core question that all of us need to be asking. It's not about stopping progress, not at all. It's about making sure we guide it responsibly.
And the answer really lies in building frameworks for trustworthy and responsible AI. One of the best examples out there comes from the U.S. National Institute of Standards and Technology, or NIST. They've developed a voluntary risk management framework to help guide organizations. And this framework gives us a clear four-step cycle. It starts with govern, which is all about creating a culture of responsibility. From there, you map out all the potential impacts. And once you can see the risks, you measure them. And finally, you manage them. It's a really practical roadmap for moving forward safely.
Because at the end of the day, AI is just a tool. Its path isn't set in stone. The question isn't what it will do to our future, but how we will choose to shape its future. And that responsibility, well, it belongs to all of us. Thanks for joining me for this breakdown.